Do you love Labradorite as much as I do? Labradorite is one of my most favorite stones, so I'm going to wrap it up in some copper wire today. I'm going to start out with 3 pieces of 18 gauge wire and some 26 gauge. The 26 is the thinner wire. The tools I'm using are some wire snips and some pliers. So I started off wrapping the first wire around, the tiny wire around the first wire a bunch of times just to fasten the end. And now I'm bringing in the second wire and the third one. I've decided to wrap around each wire 8 times because the more you wrap it before you go on to the next wire, the stronger it becomes. Look, I put a little loopy loop in there. 8 more around and go all the way down the 3 wires. I rotate from one wire to the next just to hold them all together and create the frame that is going to go around my crystal. So I just do 8 coils around one wire, squeeze them together with the pliers, and move on to the next one. Here's a little bit of slow-mo action for you. Oh yeah, nice slow wire wrap. Right here I decided to switch it up with the wrapping. I'm doing 2 loops on just the top 2 wires and then going back over to the other wire. This is just going to be an accent for the top part of the pendant. At the end I'll show you a picture of the pendant. See if you can tell which part of the pendant this different weave is located on. I was really inspired to do one of these videos today. I can't wait to get this piece up on the website. I think it's going to be my first pendant up on the website, but this Labradorite is so big and beautiful and shiny, and I'm really excited for it. So if you're interested in this or checking out my other art, visit our website, loveintheunknown.art. I just launched it and have been working super hard to keep it updated, you know? I mean, it's the next step in the evolution of love in the unknown. See, this is real time. This is how long it actually takes to wrap wire around. I sped it up in a couple of the other clips, but this is real time. Almost done, wrapping it up. Look at the beautiful weave. You can see how I went from one wire to the next with the coils and the loopy. Awesome. Now I'm just going to clip off the excess. Boop. And then we can get into shaping this wire into the shape of our stone. Oh, look at our stone. How shiny. I love how shiny this one is. And the greens and the yellows and gold. It's just really beautiful. I love Labradorite so much. It's definitely a stone that activates the crown chakra. So if you're looking for something to assist in your spiritual journey, this is the stone for you. Bending the wire into a round shape to create my frame. I start in the middle for the bottom of the crystal. And we're going to see how it fits in there. This part's really tricky because you have to hold it perfectly in there. And if you don't hold it perfectly in there, you can bend your wires in a weird way and then you have to fix them. So it's important at this point to be super delicate. And I'm going to do some tightening and fastening. Right now I'm making a couple of notches in the back to hold the crystal in the back. 18 gauge wire is a little bit thicker than what I usually use for a pendant like this, but I really am liking the thicker wire. It looks really good, especially with the bigger stone. Sometimes if you use a bigger stone and thinner wire, it looks a little bit flimsy and the stone just seems too big. Oh, it fits in there nicely. See what I mean? When it flops out, you squeeze it together and you can really just mess up the entire shape of your frame. It can be a process. You know, I try my best not to get frustrated, but if you get to this point in wire wrapping and you start to get frustrated, it's really important to just take a break, you know. Go get a glass of water, stretch your hands, stretch your legs, shake it out, because you don't want to give up. A lot of people will just give up and be like, this is way too hard for me, but sometimes all you need to do when you're creating something is to take a little bit of a break and come back to it. And that's what I did. See, I came back to it. I think I got the crystal in there pretty well. So now it's not going to pop out on me anymore. And I'm going to start working on the top part of the pendant and the bail. So I'm going to fix this side a little bit more so it comes in and holds in the back. And then it'll be completely stable in there, so there won't be any more popping out. The back is really pretty. It's like mermaidy. Love it. Look at that shimmer. So good. So, sometimes I have an idea of what I'm going to do, and then other times I have no idea of what I'm going to do. So I was just kind of going with the flow, tying up these loose ends a little bit. I kind of really like that these came back because it does add extra stability holding the crystal in. Whenever we make a pendant, we do a shake test in the end to make sure the crystal is not going to fall out, because who really wants to buy a pendant and have the crystal pop out of it? That's just so unfortunate. Look at how it turned out. Wow, it's so shiny. I love the sleek look of it. It's so pretty. You can see the wire, how it frames the side, the back of it with the swirlies. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you love it? So beautiful. God, I could put it on a string. Check it out on the website. I love you. Loveintheunknown.art. Thanks for being here.